Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Canada Immigration. We hope you're doing great. Well, in this episode, we'll talk about Canada immigration latest updates, express entry, work permit, PNP draws, new immigration pathway. So, to get all the information, pay attention and watch the video through to the end. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for upcoming episodes. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. Canada express entry. Over 60,000 immigrants received PR invites in first half of 2022. Canada has significantly increased its immigration targets to address the labor shortage crisis. In the first half of 2022, over 60,000 candidates were invited to apply for permanent residency through express entry draws. Canada aims to welcome 465,000 immigrants in 2023, with even higher numbers expected in the second half of the year. The country has also introduced category-based draws and a tech talent strategy to attract the right talents. Additionally, Canada plans to invite 1 million immigrants through the Provincial Nominee Program, PNP, route this year. Draws have been conducted regularly, and the Minimum Comprehensive Ranking System, CRS, scores have varied, ranging from 439 to 507. These initiatives aim to meet the labor shortage needs and facilitate the entry of skilled immigrants to Canada. Now let's talk about Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program, MPNP, conducted a new invitation round under its Expression of Interest, EOI, system on July 13, 2023. The Manitoba PNP latest draw held on July 13, 2023, saw laws being issued to a total of 540 candidates under all three MPNP streams, i.e., skilled workers in Manitoba, international education stream, and skilled worker overseas. Invited candidates also required minimum CRS scores ranging from 604 to 774 to be eligible for this invitation round. Manitoba Expression of Interest Draw number 185. Skilled worker in Manitoba, occupation-specific selection. Profiles declaring current employment in Manitoba, in occupations identified with high labor needs were considered. 1. Number of laws issued, 205. 2. Ranking of the lowest ranked candidate invited, 604. The occupations under the following National Occupational Classification, NOC, 2021 were considered in this draw. 3. Health occupations. 10. Specialized middle management occupations in administrative services, financial and business services, and communication, except broadcasting. 14. Administrative and financial support and supply chain logistics occupations. 75. Helpers and laborers and other transport drivers, operators, and laborers. All occupations, all profiles that were not selected in the occupation. 1. Number of laws issued, 237. 2. Ranking of the lowest ranked candidate invited, 661. International education stream. Profiles that declared meeting international education stream eligibility requirements. A. Number of laws issued, 57. Skilled worker overseas. Profiles that declared being directly invited by the MPNP under a strategic recruitment initiative. A. Number of laws issued, 41. B. Ranking of the lowest ranked candidate invited, 774. This was the first EOI draw conducted by Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program, MPNP, in July. Of the 540 laws issued in this draw, 77 were issued to candidates who declared a valid express entry profile number and job seeker validation code. Now we talk about agriculture and agri-food occupations for category-based express entry draws. On May 31, Immigration Minister Sean Fraser announced that Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, was launching category-based selection draws for express entry candidates. IRCC will give preference to express entry candidates who have a strong French language proficiency or work experience in the following fields. 1. Healthcare. 2. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM, professions. 3. Trades, such as carpenters, plumbers, and contractors. 4. Transport and 5. Agriculture and agri-food. The occupations were chosen after IRCC received information about the shortages in the Canadian labour market. IRCC also consulted with their partners, the provinces and territories and stakeholders across the country. On June 28, IRCC held its first ever category-based express entry draw, inviting 500 healthcare workers to apply for permanent residency. On July 5, IRCC held a category-based draw inviting 500 candidates in STEM professions. On July 6, a third round of category-based draws inviting another 1,500 healthcare workers to apply for permanent residency. Why was agriculture and agri-food occupations chosen as a category? IRCC conducted consultations to inform immigration selection priorities and categories, which involved gathering feedback and suggestions from a broad range of stakeholders and the public. IRCC also engaged with provincial and territorial representatives to learn about their potential priorities and needs. The respondents stated that agriculture occupations were one of the 4 areas that were experiencing the greatest needs. At the end of 2022, the agriculture, forestry, fishing and hunting category had a job vacancy rate of 10,535 or 3.9%. The job vacancies per province were: Ontario, 3,070. Quebec, 1,950. British Columbia, 2,475. Alberta, 940. Saskatchewan, 540. Manitoba, 550. New Brunswick, 720. Nova Scotia, 425. Pay, 130. What are the agriculture occupations? There are 3 occupations in the agriculture and agri-food occupation category. These include: 1. Contractors and supervisors, landscaping, grounds maintenance and horticulture services. 2. Agriculture service contractors and farm supervisors. 3. Butchers retail and wholesale. What are the eligibility requirements for the agriculture occupations category? In order to be eligible, you must: A. Meet the eligibility criteria of one of the Express Entry programs, the Federal Skilled Worker Program, or Canadian Experience Class, or Federal Skilled Trades Program. B. Have accumulated, within the past 3 years, at least 6 months of continuous work experience in one of the listed occupations. C. Meet all of the other requirements in the instructions for the round. How will Express Entry category-based rounds of invitation be chosen? IRCC will send invitations to candidates in category-based draws to apply for permanent residence if they are eligible in a specific category. This criterion includes: 1. Work experience in a specific tier category of the National Occupational Classification, NOC. 2. Language ability in either English or French. 3. Education. How will comprehensive ranking system scores be considered? Category-based draws will occur in addition to the general and program-specific draws. Express Entry draws invite top-ranking candidates who can help meet Canadian labor and job market vacancies and will further economic goals. Candidates in the Express Entry pool are ranked using a points-based system called the Comprehensive Ranking System, CRS. This system ranks candidates based on age, education, language skills, work experience and more. A candidate's CRS score will still be very central for category-based draws. IRCC will send invitations to apply, ITA, candidates with top-ranking scores and who are also eligible for the category-based draw. Now look at: Canada offers many immigration and work permit pathways for STEM professionals. Canada has been actively opening its doors to STEM professionals from around the world, aiming to support its economic growth and global competitiveness. In this article, we will explore some of the prominent permanent and temporary residence pathways available for STEM professionals in Canada. Express Entry, a popular pathway for permanent residence. Express Entry is the primary federal immigration pathway in Canada. It allows the government to welcome skilled immigrants who can contribute to the country's labor market needs. The recent announcement by Immigration Minister Sean Fraser introduced category-based selection draws for Express Entry candidates, giving priority to those with strong French language proficiency or work experience in fields such as science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM, healthcare, trades, transportation, agriculture, and agri-food. The first ever STEM category-based draw was held on July 5, inviting 500 STEM professionals to apply for permanent residence. Express Entry draws select candidates based on the Comprehensive Ranking System, CRS, which assesses factors like age, education, language skills, and work experience. Global Talent Stream Work Permits. The Global Talent Stream, GTS, is a facilitated work permit option targeting foreign nationals in the IT sector. It offers expedited processing of work permit applications for highly skilled tech talent, with a standard processing time of 2 weeks. The GTS has 2 categories: Category A and Category B. Category A is for high-growth companies that need to recruit unique specialized talent from abroad, while Category B is for employers looking to hire highly skilled workers for occupations on the Global Talent Occupations list. Many of the occupations on this list fall within the STEM field. It's important to note that the GTS is also available in Quebec. Quebec's Facilitated Processing Stream Work Permits. Quebec's Facilitated Processing Stream allows employers in Quebec to hire temporary foreign workers in targeted occupations, with certain requirements waived, such as advertising the position. Although advertising is not required, employers must demonstrate that the foreign worker meets educational and experience requirements, that the wage offered is consistent with local standards, and provide a transition plan if applicable. Many STEM professions are included in Quebec's Facilitated Occupations list. New H-1B Open Work Permit Program. Starting from July 16, 2023, Canada will launch the new H-1B Open Work Permit Program. This program will provide streamlined work permits to certain H-1B specialty occupation visa holders from the United States. Approved applicants will receive an open work permit for up to 3 years, allowing them to work for any employer across Canada. This initiative aims to expand opportunities for skilled workers in the high-tech sector and contribute to economic growth in North America. Spouses and dependents of applicants will also be eligible for temporary resident visas with work or study permits if needed. These pathways demonstrate Canada's commitment to attracting and retaining STEM professionals. By providing various immigration options, the country aims to strengthen its talent pool and drive innovation in key sectors. If you are a STEM professional looking to pursue opportunities in Canada, exploring these pathways could be your gateway to a rewarding career and a fulfilling life in the country. Finally, we talk about Canada expands work permit agreement with the United Kingdom. Canada and the United Kingdom announced the signing of a new Canada-United Kingdom (UK) youth mobility arrangement, anticipated to take effect in 2024. The new arrangement includes a number of improvements on the existing youth mobility agreement between the two countries. A. An expansion of the eligibility age to 18 to 35. B. The addition of 2 new streams for UK nationals moving to Canada. C. An increase in the visa period to 3 years. D. Get a free legal consultation. The current agreement is available to those between the ages of 18 to 30 and the visa period is 2 years. Initially launched in 2008, the Youth Mobility Agreement aims to promote reciprocal work opportunities in each country. Youth mobility agreements operate under the Canadian Government's International Experience Canada (IEC) program. IEC offers 3 categories. 1. Working holiday participants are able to receive open work permits that allow them to work for any employer in Canada. 2. International co-op internship participants are able to receive an employer-specific work permit that allows students to gain experience relevant to their studies. 3. Young professional participants are able to receive an employer-specific work permit to gain targeted work experience relevant to their study or career path. 4. Canada has youth mobility agreements with 37 countries. In 2023, Canada is offering IEC to almost 90,000 youth around the world. The Canadian government is hoping to alleviate the country's labour shortages via IEC. In addition, over 240,000 Canadians have participated in IEC since 2008. UK youth are well positioned to transition to Canadian permanent residence after moving to Canada. Canada is currently seeking to welcome 500,000 new permanent residents annually in 2025. Last year, Canada welcomed over 437,000 new immigrants, an all-time high. The rationale for Canada's high levels of immigration is to support its economic and fiscal health amid its over 9 million baby boomers entering retirement age over the next decade. The majority of Canada's immigrants are welcomed under the economic class. Immigration in Canada falls under shared federal-provincial jurisdiction. Both levels of government incentivize those with Canadian work experience to transition to permanent residence. This is largely due to Canadian government research showing that domestic work experience supports strong labour market outcomes upon transitioning to permanent residence. Federal and provincial economic class programs assess candidates based on their human capital criteria such as their age, education, language proficiency, work experience, as well as other criteria such as having Canadian work and/or study experience, and having close family in the country. Hence, youth from the UK who move to Canada through IEC are well positioned to transition to permanent residence due to factors such as their young age, fluency in English, and Canadian work experience. That is all for today, in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later, in the next episode. Till then, take care.